YouTube says it has had enough of vaccine misinformation on its site.
And false stories from phony sites to run circles around major news outlets.
Many people don't know the difference between something real and something created to deceive them.
Open your eyes.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I was going to do this video on the website, but I figured I would put this up on YouTube so everybody can see how prominent witchcraft, magic, and sorcery is right in front of our faces. And everybody is being spellcasted upon by these wicked people. These stories we see in the news, how people don't see that it's always revolving around sorcery and witchcraft and magic. Even the Donald Trump story, right? Over the years, I covered the stuff with Trump in regards to witches coming forward, like Lana Del Rey, famous witches, or semi-famous, not like many people know who Lana Del Rey is, but spellcasting on Donald Trump. And now we're seeing Stormy Daniels, who is the center of attention in the circus that is American politics, which of course is done by design, coming forward, doing magic and reading magic cards, and even talking about what she sees in the future through the magic cards, which, guess what, is civil war. And I'll get into that in a second. I just have to remind everybody again, because this channel is going to be gone very, very soon. I've said it a trillion times, and I've obviously been right about it, because I know that anytime they sniff me out, they just terminate the channel. I don't have to get strikes. The strike system does not apply to me. Most YouTubers, you make a channel, you have to get 3 strikes to get eliminated. Not me. They're just removing them. So make sure you subscribe to my other channel below. I'm doing Bible study over there. Eventually, I'm going to do a combination of Bible study and these types of videos. I'm eventually not going to be uploading on this channel, so you're going to lose out on the content. I've renamed the channel again to A Call for Judgment for the time being. It was originally the Woke Warrior channel, and then I changed it into End of Lawlessness. But that's the name I'm going to go with. So make sure you pause the video now. Go over there, click subscribe. You don't have to watch the videos if you don't want to, but if you want to freshen your spirit, I recommend you listen to some of the videos, especially at least the He is Risen video. And again, if you haven't joined the website, I highly recommend you do. It's $2.99 a month. A lot of you haven't given the website a shot yet. I recommend that you do, but at the very least, go over there, click free videos, submit your email. That way, if this channel is terminated or any other channel, I'll be able to reach out to you and let you know where I'm uploading if you want this content. So please do that now if you haven't. And again, the website is well worth it. It is ad-free. It is troll-free. It's a place you will learn more on the website in a week than you probably learn in 10 years of school. If you listen to other people, read their articles, interact with others, there's a lot of information about any topic that you really want to know about. It's not just, it's not a vacuum over there. There's many different things. There's alien deception. There's what's going on with the food supply chain. There's everything. So it's worth $2.99 a month. It is 20 minutes of a minimum wage job for a month's worth of unlimited access content and exclusive videos. Okay, so let's get into this with Stormy Daniels. Obviously, if you don't know the story with Stormy Daniels, she's supposedly, a porn star apparently, not from the look of her, but a porn star who, was involved with Donald Trump. He paid her hush money before the election. Apparently, this is some big illegal scam, blah, blah, blah. It's just obviously part of the charade because they want you to look at this entire thing and say, well, how come laws don't apply to the Democrats, but they only apply to conservatives, and they lump us into that as well, and free speech doesn't apply to us, but it applies to them. So this is how they're causing the civil unrest, and Stormy Daniels will flat out let you know. But listen to this article. And before I read you from the New York, it's the New York, not the New Yorker, so I'm probably going to keep mispronouncing it. But anyway, Stormy Daniels, for those of you that don't know, if you want to see how in our faces this is married to another porn star, real class act, Barrett Blade. Yeah, I'm sure that's his real name. Barrett Blade, right? And if you go to Barrett Blade's Twitter account, what do you see? Oh, you see Barrett Blade, her husband, doing the all-seeing eye symbolism. This is how in our faces all of this crap is. Okay, they expose themselves. He's doing the all-seeing eye symbolism on purpose. And then, of course, he's got a mask, right? Because these people have dual lives. They lead two lives. The mask represents their hidden truth, the things that they do in secrecy. They wear masks. There's a mask Illuminati card. We all know and see masks all the time. I mean, you can even go to things like Eyes Wide Shut with the masks. It's because they hide themselves. And really what's happening right now is they're hiding themselves in plain sight. They're actually revealing themselves. They don't even need to hide anymore. So her husband conveniently just has to be doing the all-seeing eye symbolism. And I'll read you from this article now where, of course, you can find out that she's doing witchcraft. All a coincidence, by the way. It's all a giant coincidence. We're all conspiracy theorists. They're just, all of them just love to hold things over their eyes because that's normal in society, you know? Every time somebody asks you to take a picture with them, I'm sure you got to hold a hand over your eye, right? I mean, because it's just so normal, all in our faces. Okay, this was written by the New Yorker. Of Stormy Daniels as she's being interviewed about all of this stuff. This is how the article starts. Stormy Daniels saged the room and shuffled the oracle deck. So Stormy Daniels walks in and sages the room. Saging, of course, is part of witchcraft. Lots of people out there will say, I disagree, because they probably have listened to some New Age ministry that promotes spirituality and New Age deception, like using crystals and summoning spirits, all these things that God forbid in the Bible. So she walks in, she sages the room, shuffles an oracle deck. It was the evening of April 1st, and the woman at the center of the legal drama that led to the first criminal indictment of a U.S. president had agreed to ask the guides for help to see more clearly the past, present, and what she calls the potential or likely outcome. Daniels doesn't claim to be a fortune teller. Nobody can predict the future, she said. We all have free will, but she can for sure identify fortune's fool. We all do have free will, but the problem is that they're deceiving people's free will into believing the stuff that's going on and inadvertently worshiping the Antichrist agenda here. So people have free will, but they're under mind control. So it really is like a cheat in a sense. And Satan is cheating this entire, the free will system that God created. Right? We all have free will, but Satan is such a coward that he takes away free speech. He takes away the ability for people out there to see that they're being worked. All the things that we're all trying to do to snap people out of this. So Stormy Daniels raised her hands and pressed the empty space between her palms. She spoke quietly. What can you tell Olivia about Donald Trump? She waited for a moment. Nothing. WTF, she said. That's weird. She was having trouble connecting to the realm of spirits. Again, folks, this is right in front of our faces. They're talking about summoning spirits. I mean, this is all in the Bible. This is all biblical. People like me constantly talk about this stuff, and people are like, even Christians, like, that stuff's not real. Oh, come on, you're over-exaggerating. This is the main story going on in America right now, the Stormy Daniels Trump thing, again. And they're interviewing Stormy Daniels as she's in the center of all this stuff, and she's talking about summoning spirits. Guides, aka demons. Oh man. And they're also normalizing this stuff, right? This is like going and seeing a fortune teller. This is all witchcraft and sorcery. You're not supposed to go see fortune tellers. There's scam artists who summon spirits and demons. People are like, I'm going to go see the fortune teller to find out if I'm going to find the love of my life in New York City this year. All right, let's relax, okay? Take a deep breath. Let's try to find sanity here. So she says she shuffled the deck again. There, between her palms, the force field of energy swelled. She dealt the cards. As if by magic, the room shifted. My ears began to ring. Tension spread across my forehead. My eyes filled with tears. I looked across the table and met the dealer's gaze. She was crying too. The cards confirmed what she already knew. She looked down first. She saw the past. This is the Unity card, Stormy said. It means normally a very beautiful card. It means that everything is connected, but not today. When the card landed on the table, it was upside down. Like the world, the upside down, inverted, an inverted world. Quote, reversed it means everything is coming apart. Next, she saw the present. This is current energy, she said. She motioned the two cards, each decorated with a cloaked figure. We have double death, she paused to explain. Death is not dead. It is the natural ending of something. Sometimes, when it's right side up, it can be kind of a good thing. This, 2 death cards, 1 inverted, was not that. She read the text and accompanied the cards. Reverse meaning is important change, is being blocked or delayed, but cannot necessarily be stopped. By clinging to old habits or things that were once true, something difficult is about to be forced upon us. We must realize these outgrown or outworn ways of thinking to move forward to the next stage. It is important to look to the future, however, unknown or frightening, rather than to try to target the past. You must dig deep and stop holding on to the untruths that have been spoon-fed to you. There will be pain in this process, but hopefully a step forward into the future. She arched an eyebrow. Are you surprised? Next, she saw the future. Have you ever watched Harry Potter, she asked? I mean, do people not see this stuff? Right? The people out there like, Harry Potter isn't endorsing witchcraft and stuff to kids. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gateway into stuff like this. Tarot cards. People are like, tarot cards isn't sorcery or witchcraft. I can get it at my local Walmart. Oh yeah, you also can get a Ouija board at your local Walmart. You could also get Dungeons and Dragons. You could also get magic cards. Get it? They're indoctrinating you with witchcraft. And these people who are putting this show on, like Stormy Daniels, are witches. Do you get it yet? Stormy Daniels is a witch. All of these people doing this are spell casting on society. Have you looked around lately? Everybody's under a spell. We look at them like, these people are zombies. They're being spell casted upon. They are literally under a spell. They're living in deception. They are living in an altered reality. Everything they think is going on isn't even going on. Because of these people. These are the people responsible for it. So she says, have you seen Harry Potter? This is the golden snitch. It's chaos. Effing chaos. Energetic chaos. Oh, let me pause there. Chaos. Order out of chaos. That's right. So she's telling you the future holds chaos. No crap, Stormy, because people like you are causing the chaos. So she's using desensitizing people and using predictive programming and spell casting out so people are expecting chaos. Why is there going to be chaos? Because these elites are mind controlling our society into chaos on purpose. So the phoenix can rise from the ashes and order can come out of chaos. So Stormy says it's chaos, it's effing chaos, it's energetic chaos. This is the outcome. Crap going crazy. Potential for good, but needs to be harnessed, she said again from the book. It is underground energy. The only thing underground are these freaks. These elites are all underground right now. That's for sure. Well, they cause the chaos on the surface level. So she's right. Yeah, underground. She said it's underground energy. And it's not meant to be. Humans need to keep their feet firmly on earth. If you encounter the roar, breathe slowly. Center and ground yourself. Be clear about objectives before chaos ensues. This one is terrifying because of who it is. It's for Trump. But let's face it, it's kind of for everybody. His fate, she believed, would determine ours. See how this is working, right? Trump selected, put in this position. Everybody's leaning on Trump because this country has become an utter toilet bowl, and everyone's trying to find somebody to get us out of it, to bring back free speech, and to let us continue to keep our guns, and to stop these freaks from going into libraries, all this stuff, right? All done by design. The only one who's going to get us out of it is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Period. That's it. Just when the trumpets sound, this game ends. But you're going to get, not you, the listener, but people out there are going to get deceived into this. And they're going to cling on to Trump to pull us out of it. Just wait for the deceptions that come. Because there's going to be a big deception that favors towards the right. As the right continues to get beat down, they're beating everybody down on the right so that they can pull them out of it with Trump. Oh, and there's hope again, and things are better again. It's a deception. So she goes on to say, I was bewildered by the wave of emotion that seemed to wash over both of us at once. Why did we cry? Because it's real, Stormy said. It's chaos, death, and destruction. For clarity, she drew one more card. She inhaled sharply. That's the worst card in the deck, the sickle. The image was a sharp, curved blade. Sudden shock, trauma wounds. Think of a sickle. You slice everything apart. She shook her head and waved her hand over the cards. This isn't good, she said. It's not good. She was not happy about what she had seen. She did not care to sing a tune of I Told You So. That kind of catharsis she knew was fleeting. What was left was only incredible sadness and palpable fear. She threw her face into her hands. To me, she said, this is the perfect combination for a riot or civil war. You see, all these people know that civil war is coming because they're creating civil war. The witches, the Satanists, they're creating it. That's the only reason there will be civil unrest, or there is civil unrest and division, is because of them. Stormy Daniels knows that. She didn't need to summon a demon or spirit because she is a demon. She didn't have to use the cards to see it because the wicked see it because they're creating it. And then God's children see it because they can see through the wickedness. People like me and you could see through the wickedness. We could see what they're trying to do, what they're plotting to do. And this is all psychological. There doesn't have to be a civil war. There doesn't have to be civil unrest. But the psychological damage that they're inflicting upon society is so deep. And that's why they silence people like me. Because instead of bringing you into this trap and saying, oh, these people are lunatics, we need Trump, we need, conservative action here and there. If you start exposing the fact that this is all psychological, then people start pulling themselves out of her. They don't want you to know that. They want to keep you in the left-right, which is why right-wing conservative channels are promoted and kept afloat. If you realize the left-right is fake, that all these people are put in these positions right now are all there by design, and they're there to sabotage the system, and they're trying to herd you to each side to collapse it. If you realize that, then you come out of her. Then you go, wait a minute, there are more of us than them. We don't even need to play this game anymore with them. We could just, you know what? We're just going to separate. We're not a part of this society anymore. We're not a part of this government anymore. We're not a part of this institution anymore. We're not a part of your psyops anymore. Go play your psyops on yourselves. All you witches and satanists, go play psychological games on one another. And then go play right off a cliff. How's that sound? Sounds like fun to me. So this is what's going on. They talk about sorcery. They talk about witchcraft. I cover it day in and day out. I don't have to search for these stories. I don't have to dig deep. It's everywhere. But people just see this stuff and it goes right through them because they've been desensitized to it. They don't even realize what they're seeing in front of them. There's spells being cast left and right. Spiritual warfare, like the Bible says. Put on the armor of God. People aren't putting on the armor. It's everywhere. They're constantly referencing witchcraft, sorcery, Satanism. Yet people are just like, oh, it's not real. Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Calm down, Mr. Uprising. Calm down. Calm down. Souls are being lost day in and day out. And people like me are getting silenced day in and day out. And that's why I need you guys to make sure you subscribe to that other channel now, if you haven't already, and consider joining the website. Because look, I'm not making this stuff up, all right? I'm not sitting here going, hey, there's science. Everybody can say that, right? Proof's in the pudding. How many channels have I lost? How many people out there have seen how many subs I've had? How many views per video? You see some channels have 500,000 subs. They get like 2,000 views a video. I used to get hundreds of thousands of views a video. I got shadow banned. I still would get 50,000 to 100,000 a video. All right? Minimum 30,000. There's an audience of people that want to watch. That's why they had to terminate the channels, because they said, we can't have this guy reaching an audience. Period. That's what the website's for the time being, before they pass this new Restrict Act. The website's where it's at. It's where we can interact, where we can network, we can talk to one another, figure things out. Can't do it out in the public anymore. So definitely check it out. At least go over there and click free videos. I hope to see more people over there in the future. And again, share this video. I'm putting it on YouTube so you can share it. Show your friends. How many times do you need to see this stuff? How many Disney movies are about witchcraft and magic? Everyone. How many mainstream movies about demon possession, exorcisms? Every month, a new Pope's exorcism. Oh, haven't we seen this 8,000 times? Every month, there's an exorcist movie showing you demon possession, that it's real, because it is. And guess who the demons are? They're these people like Stormy Daniels who practice magic. They're demon possessed. They summon spirits. What do you think that means? Oh, we're summoning spirits. What do you think? Her great-great-grandma's showing up in the room to say, oh, I really miss your quiche. I wish I could come back to her so I could have your broccoli casserole, Stormy. Oh, and oh, Grandma, I miss you so much. I love when we used to knit together. No, they're summoning demons and evil spirits. They're spell casting. It's spiritual warfare. This deception of like, oh, my grandma's talking to me. It's not your real grandma. It's a demon. You can't talk to your grandma. People are like, no, really, my grandma showed up in foot of my bed. Oh, right. It couldn't have been a demon dressed as the flesh of your grandma. If you had a dream, it couldn't have been a dream, right? They believe in this stuff. They don't realize that they're speaking to spirits that are demons. It's real. They tell you it's real. They show you it's real. What you see in movies that they call fiction is real. What you see on the news that they tell you is reality is fiction. The shootings, all these events, fiction, created just like they create movies. It's the same thing. There's producers, directors, actors. The plots in the movies are real. The things in the news are fake. They create them so they can herd you for their agenda. Get your guns, do this, do that. Make you accept freak show narratives and things in your libraries and everything else. It's very easy to figure out. And there's a reason they want people like me, or me specifically, silenced. But I will not go. I will not go. I know that other people are like, does this guy give up? No, I'm not. He could beat me down. I'm beaten down at this point because of the platforms they keep taking away. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And people are like, I don't understand. Can he take a hint? Take a hint. Taking a hint would mean, I make a channel, nobody watches it, right? Like all these idiots, these gamers, the freak shows I've exposed before on these channels, right? Like change their gender to play Sonic the Hedgehog all day. They just make videos, they get no views, and do they take a hint? You get no views, so why don't you just leave? I'm getting views. People want to see my content, so there's no hint to take. All that's happening is I'm being suppressed because I'm telling the truth. So you think that's going to make me go, I'm going to quit now. If people didn't want to watch me, then I would go. But they do. And people are looking for me all over the place. And I know that they are. That's not being egotistical. It's truth. Because how many channels have I had to make where I've had to build out hundreds of thousands of people coming? Over and over and over. Because people want truth. And I'm going to give them truth. And I ain't going nowhere until you cut my tongue out. I thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. God bless all of you and your families.